Friends, hello and welcome back. Our week 2 of the fantasy hockey cards has started. And I tell you what, this week, I think EA listened to the fans. They listened to the community. A lot of people were disappointed with the cards last week. I don't know if there was as much disappointment with the cards, more so the overalls of the cards, where it felt like none of those guys had a very good chance of getting to a 99, which is the fun of the fantasy hockey cards. Like, it felt like at the very end of the year, they might hit 99 at best if they was having a really good season. And, a lot of the fun of the fantasy hockey cards is, the Duchesne effect of last year, where maybe this guy hits a 99 halfway through the season. He's the best card in the game. It's like, yeah, it's probably not EA's plan to have like a 99 at early, but that is, for me personally, I think a lot of us, kind of the same boat, you agree, disagree, is that that's the excitement of a fantasy card. Like, you hold on to this card, and a guy gets hot, and you have a chance to own the best card in the game for the year. 3 months in, for most of the year, 3 months in. And that's what I love about the fantasy hockey cards. And we've seen it this week where EA kind of raised the overalls a little bit. And I think we have, again, more players now that are out that are higher overalls, and a lot more guys that are worthy of getting and hoping for 99. So I definitely love the change here for EA, or on EA's part. And I think fantasy hockey cards are a lot better this time around. We're going to go over our favorite players, and I think I feel really good about the chance of these guys getting a 99 this year. I think the one guy, I don't even want to say I ain't confident about him. He's not out there. That was a good time to try. Now, the question is, the fantasy hockey season, does the filter work? I don't know. Does it work? I know some of these filters don't work. That one does work. We're going to go to the other screen then. We'll just go to the collection and do it that way. It'll be a lot easier. You can already guess, though. We're going to Toronto. We're talking William Nylander here. Now, Nylander, as we know, plays with some really talented players. And the Leafs have been struggling a little bit. You better believe, though, they're going to figure it out. And Nylander is going to be one of those guys that he could very well, again, be one of those guys to be the quick 99s. He's got the capabilities. I believe he needs, before we say it, Nylander. He needs 24 goals from where he's at right now. So I think he needs 28 on a season, if I ain't mistaken. And he's more than capable of dropping 30, 35, and he's done it before. And when you see numbers like that, you think, well, 7 goals. It's like, well, he could be a 99 early February, even maybe late January. So I do love the William Nylander idea of a card here. But let's go to, let's talk a little seasoned veteran, Joe Pavelski. He only needs 19 goals. Pavelski needs 19 goals, and let's just say he's capable of doing it. He's already got 5 goals this season. He needs 21 total then, or 24 total. But this is a guy that's put in a top power play unit. He's only scored under 20 goals once in the last 10 years. And he's older, but I love his potential here. 19 goals for the guy. And I love guys that are hot early, because the beauty of these guys that are hot is, yeah, they could cool off, but at the same time, they're hot. These guys could run hot spells for a month or two, get the guys while they're hot, and you never know. If he keeps the pace up for 20 games, you're talking an 85, an 87, and I like it. I love the Pavelski game here. Let's talk about, who I really like to get hot right now, and oh man. I call this the Matt Duchesne alert. Yeah, we're talking Rasmus Dahlin. This guy's an 84 overall. He's got 6 goals this season. He's absolutely killing it so far this season. Absolute fire. The young man is still 22, starting to really get into them prime years of a defenseman. The number 1 overall draft pick. Everybody expected him to once become this absolute stud, and he might be hitting his stride. He needs 15 overall points, which means he needs 8 more goals the rest of the season. And again, this is a guy, it's a defenseman, so it's tough. You have to be careful. You have to keep that in mind. It is tough. He would need 14 goals on the season. But this is a guy that could and they go on hot and cold spells. That's the beauty of it. This is a guy that could drop 3 more goals this weekend, and 3 more goals would put him at a 90 overall. And you could say, all right, take your time, Rasmus. I'll take the 90. I'm all over Rasmus Dahlin right now. I love it. And that's the beauty. Even a guy like Cam Fowler, like, it's tough. He doesn't score a lot of goals, but it's like, hey, you only need 7 or 8 goals. They get on hot streaks, especially defensemen. You'll see them get on a little bit of a hot spell, get some lucky bounces, and they only need 7 or 8. They don't need 30. They need 7 or 8. So it's like, that is what I love about the defenseman. I like that about Noah Dobson, too. You don't have him on a list, but 6'4". He needs 8 goals on the season, and he's more than capable of doing it. He's a good guy to consider if you're looking into it. But let's talk about the guy that I think is probably the biggest lock of the guys on this list. And that would be Brayden Point. He needs 21 goals. And as we know, speaking of guys that play with some very talented players, he had a little bit of a down year last year. Is he going to bounce back? You better believe he is. I think he's about as big of a lock as a lock gets if he stays healthy. That is his concern. Stay healthy. He needs 27 more, or he needs 27 total. You add up what he has now and he needs the rest of the year. He needs 27 goals total. And this is a guy that is averaging 35 goals per season. If you go 35 goals, 82 games in a season, he's averaging 35 goals per 82 games in the last 6 years. And again, you look who he's playing with. He can put them numbers up pretty quickly. Brayden Point is that forward that can quickly get you to that high rating, 99 overall. And I love the addition and possibility of a Brayden Point. As for this video, though, guys, that is going to wrap things up. I'd love your guys' thoughts. Hope you guys enjoyed this event. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.